What up? This is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Hulu new series, Marvel's M.O.D.O.K. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you would like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. First up, I would like to say thank you to Hulu for granting me the screeners to this entire new show. They've asked me to not spill spoilers, therefore this review is spoiler free. I repeat, there are no spoilers in this video review. Look, if you don't know who M.O.D.O.K is, don't feel embarrassed. You're not the only one. I'm with you there, man. As I said 1,000 times, I was always more of a DC person. When it comes to Marvel, I was a late bloomer. But don't let your not being familiar with this character discourage you from watching this awesome show. Because I promise you, Hulu Marvel's M.O.D.O.K is downright funny. It's worth noting that when Marvel Television got absorbed by Marvel Studios, many of the other planned projects were cancelled. But for some reason, Kevin Feige let this one slide. Maybe he has a soft spot for M.O.D.O.K, who knows? But we're grateful for his decision. So even though M.O.D.O.K on the comic book pages is described as a supervillain, but on this show, however, he is sometimes misunderstood, he is sometimes an anti-hero, he is sometimes a deadbeat dad, but one thing for sure is that he is maniacally ambitious. Voiced by none other than Remy from Ratatouille, the great Patton Oswalt, and produced by the same animation studio behind Robot Chicken and Super Mansion. So you see what I'm getting at, right? M.O.D.O.K carries that same brand of irreverent, unapologetic humor. It's a hilarious, ultra-violent, adult-centric, dysfunctional family comedy that keeps on giving. Created and written by executive producers Jordan Blum and Patton Oswalt, in Marvel's M.O.D.O.K, the megalomaniac supervillain M.O.D.O.K has long pursued his dream of one day conquering the world. But after years of setbacks and failures fighting the Earth's mightiest heroes, M.O.D.O.K has run his evil organization AIM into the ground. Ousted as AIM's leader, while also dealing with his crumbling marriage and family life, the mental organism designed only for killing is set to confront his greatest challenge yet. Voice starring Patton Oswalt, Melissa Fumero, Amy Garcia, Ben Schwartz, and Wendy McLendon-Covey. When it comes to stop-motion claymation like this, it always takes me back to the fond memories of Celebrity Deathmatch. Things have slightly advanced since those days, of course, but you just know that whenever you come across this format, the over-the-top violence has to be part of its nature. It's practically expected. In the case of M.O.D.O.K, he is so driven by wanting to prove himself. He's a bitter, resentful, pissed off dude. And so many of his minion workers or AIM troopers become collateral damage. They either get decapitated or shot or straight up killed. And that's pretty much the show's constant running gag. I kept anticipating or looking forward to the many ways that M.O.D.O.K would accidentally kill those guys in the midst of raging fury. All the while, we see M.O.D.O.K trying to balance work and family and being separated from his wife. Some of the episodes would show his colossal failure as a father, only to somehow redeem himself by the end of it. I'm not sure if I would describe him as likable. He certainly has his moments, but you definitely do not want to get on his bad side. What makes Patton Oswalt the perfect voice for this role is that Patton understands how to sound like somebody who's been denied his jar of cookies. Like a petulant child who just wants to blast his way out of every problem. There's no question that Patton Oswalt can nail the comedic parts easily and effortlessly, and his co-stars are just as brilliant on that aspect, including Wendy McLendon-Covey, who stupendously voices the equally angry scientist and MODOK's lab nemesis, Monica. So many outrageous stuff going on in these 10 episodes. From invasion to time travel to family bonding to super secret enemies to interesting cameos from some of your favorite Marvel characters. I mean, for a first season, right off the bat, the writers sure lay it all out on the table. I hear they're already developing the second season, but they did this first season with the impression as if this was the only one there will ever be. Which is great for us because what we get is a show that goes balls to the wall. In terms of its story, its jokes, and its characters. They just let their imagination run wild with M.O.D.O.K, and I enjoyed every minute of it.